Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to day 15 of our road trip. Hello to all the new viewers, and thanks to any returning ones coming to check out my new content. The night before, we stayed at an Onsen hotel in Furano, and we're heading north to check out the lavender fields the region is known for. We stopped by Shimamura, a casual clothing store, where I happened to buy a cheap but very robust belt. From there, we went to get some breakfast. If you're interested to see how we got here all the way from Tokyo, check the description box for the rest of the road trip playlist. In about 15 minutes, we came to the Tomita Melon House, a quaint collection of restaurants and shops focused mostly on the high-quality, locally grown melons for sale, though there were other fresh vegetables available as well. The red and green-fleshed melons for sale are top grade, carefully handpicked by professionals to ensure premium quality and freshness for customers. The slices we had for breakfast were really sweet and delicious. You could also buy ice cream, milkshakes, and a variety of other treats in the surrounding buildings. Right across the street was Farm Tomita, a popular tourist attraction with the draw of gorgeous flower fields specializing in lavender. At the entrance is the welcome garden, as well as various specialty shops that show the history of the Tomita family that started the farm. Nearby was one small restaurant that served curry, potatoes, and even dishes with lavender butter. The restaurant also had a great view of Mount Furano in the distance. From there, we began our stroll through the fields, pausing often to take pictures and videos. At the edge of the welcome garden, there was a platform where viewers could get better shots of the lush scenery. It seemed we missed the peak season for some of the strains, as normally the happiness field would be flush with different kinds of lavender. Luckily, the autumn field showcased plentiful rows of lavender plants, along with spider flowers and Japanese roses, among a multitude of others. The history of the farm spans a little over a century, but lavender production for fragrance really picked up in the 1980s. Since demand has declined due to the cheaper cost of imported fragrances, the farm has become a popular tourist spot, attracting travelers and photographers from all over. We came a bit late to see the lavender in the traditional lavender field, but nearby was the distillery, the only one of its kind in Japan that extracts essential oil from lavender grown on the farm. We then rested for a bit, trying out the lavender ice cream and ramune, both of which tasted really refreshing, with light notes of the lavender scent present in each. While we came by car, the farm is also easily accessible by train. While single-use train tickets do the job, train passes like the JR Pass are more convenient, as you can cover more ground with less hassle at each station. If you're planning a trip to Japan, check the description box for more info if this is of interest to you. Having traveled once already through Biei, we were headed back north to make it to our next campsite, stopping at a Michi-no-eki on the way. As always, we made sure to collect our stamp in our stamp rally books before getting back on the road. At this roadside stop on the second floor, they had an exhibition space, showcasing works from artists of the area. Along with pictures of the landscape and lavender, there were also photos of the Shirogane Blue Pond, a local attraction I visit later that day. In about 15 minutes, we'd arrived at our campsite that sat at the base of the Tokachi volcanic group. Next to the resident restaurant were art installations, group activities like ping pong and cornhole, and other campsite amenities. They had a bike rental that my host parents suggested I use, with a trail that climbed the mountain and provided a nice view of the scenery. About 10 minutes into my ride, I came to a smaller trail that cut through some trees, following the markings they had on the ground. Service was spotty in the mountains, so I made sure to map out the rest of my route before going. I came across the Shirogane Blue Pond, a man-made pond that's known for its vibrant cerulean color. The pond was a byproduct of damming up the Biei River after the eruption of Mount Tokachi. The color of the pond changes depending on the season and attracts thousands of tourists and photographers worldwide. I got back on the trail since I only had an hour to complete the course, taking in the sights and fresh air on the way. On the climb up the mountain, I could see Mount Biei and Mount Tokachi in the distance. It was a good motivator as the hill became progressively more steep. Once the terrain leveled out, what gave way was a tremendous view of the landscape, rays of sunlight peeking through the clouds, and an ethereal moment of reflection I got to enjoy in solitude. After speeding down the steep hill, I took some more pictures near the Biei River, noting the remnants of the blue water from the pond. Once I got back to camp, I played some soccer with the kids, and then after dinner, my host family and I drove over to the nearby onsen to shower and get ready for bed. They had cute teddy bears in the lobby to act as markers for social distancing, though we basically had the onsen to ourselves that night. After a busy day out and about and a slew of cool things to do in the coming days, we were eager to get to sleep. And that concludes day 15 of our month-long Hokkaido road trip. Thanks to those of you who watched until the end, and I hope you enjoyed. Join us next time as we check out the waterfalls in biei, and then spend the next couple days on the road, heading east and exploring the Michi no Ekis in between. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next video.